Simple Life Prepper here, and I'd like to welcome everyone and thank you for viewing my channel. And today is Friday, so it is the weekly wrap up with Debbie and Mark. So, anyway, hey everyone, please subscribe and please like and share this video. So, anyway, here we go. We're gonna get started now. Do you
All
want
right,
me to?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Do you want me to start today?
I want you to start today.
All right. So I'm going to start with the stock market today.
No surprise.
The stock market is on a tangent today. It is, the last I checked, it was at 935 points. So,
935.
Yeah. It was reported that we created 2.5 million jobs last month while in lockdown with all the businesses shut down.
Why was everybody maybe starting to come back slowly?
This was last month's numbers when everything was locked out.
Oh, last month.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So.
Okay.
So try to figure out how that happened.
I don't.
Magic. The magic stock market. Anyway, everybody knows that the Fed is buying everything up, and companies are using their stimulus to buy back their stocks, and that's why it's been being pumped up. But anyway. It's good for people's retirements, and it's good that it's not down.
Yeah,
still.
I mean, it's good. We got a little money in the stocks, so that's good. And I don't know, for everybody else, I don't know. Like you say, stock usually goes by things are going good, things go up. Things aren't going good, they go down.
Yeah.
So,
but not in
somebody's buying something or pumping or faking or something, but it's still hanging in there.
Yeah, so. not in the new America. Not in the new America now. Right. So anyway, and also I expect the unemployment numbers to go up more in the coming weeks in June.
You do?
I expect them to go up more because everybody that was on the PPP loans are expiring right now, so they got paid for 2 more months, and now they're going to be getting laid off.
We know nothing about that.
Yeah, we know nothing about that, but we know
it's not
going to
affect me at all.
No, we know a little bit about that, so we'll see. Yeah. We'll see how life goes. So anyway, that's number one. But the stock markets are up. So if you have retirement in the stock market, it's almost getting close to where it was at the heights. It's like 26 or something like that. 26,000.
I wish I was 65, 67 so I could retire right now.
I know.
It would be nice.
Okay.
Things are going to be crazy in the next month or two. Just finding out what I'm going to do.
Yes.
That might be one of mine. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll have to.
You'll have to consult
I can't remember
numbers.
But you want me to?
Yeah, you're good. You're up.
Well, this is kind of...
Okay.
I'm talking about it next.
Okay. As always.
I always do that.
Yeah,
okay.
You always do that.
Football or no football?
Football or no football? I think they will try to have football, and I don't see it happening.
Boy, I didn't see any of this happening.
I know, I didn't see any of it happening.
I'm going to say what I think might happen.
Okay, you tell me what you think.
But it all depends if other people want to stop what I think will happen, which could happen. Okay, I say that there's a lot of rich alumni, right? They love their football. I mean, there's nothing bigger than going back to college football, tailgating, sitting in your, booth, wearing all your cool stuff. Everybody dresses up in their football gear, right? You women all get, love going there. And you don't like football, you just like going there and hanging out. And what about the band? What about all those band members?
What about the band?
I'm getting into this pretty deep. Now, that you would think all the band and all the people that used to be in the band, which are alumni too, they love the band, right? And a lot of the band people kind of tend a little bit more on the liberal side. Everybody in college tends to lean a little bit more on the liberal side. Yeah, maybe just a little bit. But I'm saying
I don't know about that.
I don't know. So I'm thinking those kids are going to be sitting there going, why can't I have my senior or junior, my freshman? I want to get on that bus. I want to go on road trips, travel all around the country, just like the people were allowed to do during football season last season.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we go play our instruments everywhere? And, and not to mention the football players. You don't even have to ask them. They want to play football.
Yeah.
The band people want to play football. Everyone wants to play football. So if they don't have football, there are going to be a lot of people starting to say, man. And then if they find out that maybe it's not as dangerous for the young people, and they're going to be like, why are they taking my experience away from me?
Yeah.
It's not fair. So if that keeps going,
mm-hmm.
there might be
football.
There might be football because of all the alumni and all the people playing the sports, and plus the revenue. I mean,
yes.
If that even, I don't even know who control. I mean, their state ran, so if the state doesn't win football, they won't have football.
They won't have football.
But boy, will the people be mad at their governors if they don't have football. I'm just gonna say it would be a big mistake.
The football schedule is out because I think OU's or OSU's, one or the other. I saw there. I don't know. You're always shorter than me.
I'm like always. Looking up at you like, oh.
I always say
all right. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, you're fine.
All right.
So, but I have a prediction on what I think is going to happen so that we can look back when this happens and see if this is how it goes down.
Okay.
I think they will start the football season.
Yeah.
I think that it will be going really good.
Everybody
will be all happy. Everybody will think it's really good.
Wearing their jerseys.
And because I'm going to move it up just a little bit because it has to happen right before the election, so it can't be November.
Oh,
but like the end of October, the second wave of CV is going to hit.
And then they won't have.
And they're going to have to shut it down.
That would be near playoff season too.
I'm just saying. But that's my prediction.
What if, like at November, they cut it out, and then all of a sudden, right after the election,
they'll be able to have it again.
Yes, open it back
they'll be able to have it
again.
It'll
be a miracle.
It will be a miracle.
All right.
So, but anyway, that's my prediction. The second wave will come in. I'm thinking November is when the second wave will come in.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit earlier
but
to get everybody scared.
I'm thinking that we're going to have it come in a little bit early.
September?
No, not September.
October.
I feel like everything's going to get started back up, and then the last 2 weeks in October, it's going to be bad.
Okay.
It's going to be bad. That's my prediction.
Although
you know what I think.
What do you got?
Although you know what I think is going to happen.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a story.
People don't want to hear what we think too much. I mean, we will tell them today, though.
So, we will tell them what we think. Yeah. So, anyway.
The watered down version.
Just so that everybody knows, because I don't know that the mainstream media is covering this.
Or the mainstream
media is not covering this, but Hillary lost her case, so she will have to testify in September about her emails.
I think it's time to fall down and hit her head or something.
So anyway, so that everybody knows that is going on.
Will she be wearing those glasses?
Stop. So everybody knows that she will be having to testify, and also, the Obama case is proceeding with Finn or
all the
what is it? What was
Obamagate stuff?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say that?
No, we're not. So take that back. We didn't say that. Okay, but anyway.
Totally our opinion.
The case. Actually, I don't think I'm allowed to use that word, so we're probably in trouble already. But who cares?
Nobody watches us.
It's news. Nobody watches us anyway. But anyway.
They're all getting. Did they go through? I know they were trying to subpoena a lot of people.
I didn't research it.
Yeah.
I didn't research it too much.
I haven't either yet.
I just know that it is progressing, and I have something to say about that.
Okay.
I believe that this is the Watergate of the 21st century.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So,
I mean, whether
if you thought Nixon was guilty and
did you see Rosenstein?
Then
yesterday?
you have to think that somebody else is
Did you
guilty.
see Rosenstein?
I don't even know.
Okay, Rosenstein gets up there, and back whenever he was still the head of the investigation and everything. He was he was cocky. He was just getting into people's faces and like, you don't know what's going on here. I know what's right, what's wrong. And he was getting all fired up whenever they were asking him stuff before. Yesterday, he's like, yes, sir.
All timid.
Oh man, he was timid as all get up. He wasn't Mr. Cocky guy.
Yeah, I haven't been watching too much of it.
I think he's like, oh man, I knew what was going on and
the whole time.
Now, but he, of course, whenever they asked him, did you look at the FISA? Well, I glanced through most. I know it's important, but I didn't read it all. Like, oh, you wouldn't. The most, investigating a new president that's in office, most important case you ever will have to look at. You just glanced through some stuff and then said, okay, that's my take.
Okay.
All right. On with me? All right, so off politics and everything. I just said things that we got done this week as we got out again. We went around, got some grocery shopping done, and stocked up some more on some supplies just in case. But it's looking good out there.
It was looking really good. No ground beef. But
Walmart's
other than that,
app thing was.
Their app thing was just.
It said they had nothing there, so we went there.
Because we thought they had no groceries. So they had an app, and they merged it with their other app.
Okay.
And I think my take on it is like when you use the old app, you had favorites. I think the new app isn't picking up those favorites. So I think that's where
Okay.
So I think that's what's happened there.
Right. But there was
plenty
meat,
of food.
there was everything
Plenty
out
of
there.
food.
So that was good news.
That was good news.
And then we ran by Lowe's. And we got ourselves a new screen front door because the other one's like, I don't know, 40 years
old.
Who knows? Old. And the hinges went bad on that. So we got to get that out. And then I put an outlet for you out on the front porch so we can plug in a radio or charge our iPads and phones and just sit out there and enjoy being old.
Yeah, we like to sit on the front porch and just watch the world go by.
Yep.
Keep an eye on our neighborhood. Make sure everything's in check. So.
Anything else you want to add?
No, just that we're going to be installing the new storm door today. So we'll get that done today. Yeah.
We'll act like, and then we'll get it done, and then you'll be like, "Oh,
I'm
sorry."
So nice. Yeah, I know. We will. We'll fight and curse and yeah.
I better hold it straight.
Yeah, it'll be bad. It will be.
But it'll be a good time.
Yeah, it will be. All right. So.
All right, that's mine.
Okay, so the space rocket. I didn't know what to call it.
You took one of mine. Go ahead.
Sorry. The space rocket went up.
All right. Yep.
They went to the space station, right?
Successful.
With 2 astronauts?
Yeah.
There were 2 astronauts, and so...
Found that very, interesting. I watched it. Then I caught later, not live, but them talking to the astronauts, how the launch felt compared to the space. So I guess they launched 2 seasoned astronauts for this.
Okay.
So they
had been in the
They probably did that
station.
so they could ask them, hey, was that smoother? Was it rougher? What's it like compared to the... And one stage was smoother than the shuttle, and one stage was a little bit rougher than the shuttle. But nothing major. Nothing major.
Good.
And I think it's cool because they got their little space gloves, or big space gloves, and it shocked me because I haven't been following it too much, but it's funny because they got touch, just a TV with and they probably don't even have to touch anything. It's all automated, but it looks good. Like every once in a while,
they touch a button.
And I think they tried some manual stuff, overrides, test it. All in all, it's good, and that was one of mine too. But I thought the funniest thing was they interviewed Elon Musk, and Elon Musk goes, well, I guess the trampoline worked.
I
don't know if you...
Yeah, I did see that part.
But did you know why he said that?
No.
The Russians used to say after we stopped the space shuttle, they were like, without us, what are you going to use? A trampoline to get out into outer space?
Oh,
yeah. So then Elon Musk, I'm starting to like the guy.
I know.
I mean, I thought, okay, green guy, electric cars, maybe I should, keep my eye out on this guy. But I didn't know him too much. I'm thinking anybody with electric cars and everything, he's going to be pushing. But then he launches rockets into space that take
a bazillion
more fuel than probably all of Oklahoma driving a car for the day. So that's not too green. So. No. So, yeah, I think he's just trying to invent new stuff to help us out. And he's pro-American. And, yeah, I don't think he's a big fan of the government either right now. So,
he wanted his factory opened back up.
Yeah, and California's...
He was getting pushback from it. So, but I think he finally got it open. I think he got that taken care of.
Because he come to Texas.
He was threatening to move out of the state.
Yeah. We'll take him.
Yeah.
Especially right now, I could use a job. All right, that was yours. You took mine. Yeah. All right, did that. All right, so we had a little storm last night.
Yeah, came out of nowhere. It seemed like
that wind went from 0. It must have been a micro burst because I looked at the radar.
Yeah,
and the wind was going like straight out. In every direction. It wasn't like coming this way or that way. It was just hitting the ground and going in all directions. Yeah. Trees were bending, and we got a little bit of footage of that, but I didn't get it during the most worst.
So we're gonna be. I'm gonna show some of that footage over top of this.
But some of my security camera or something like that.
We're gonna try to get his footage on that, but we lost power.
The lawn furniture, of course. Storms hate lawn furniture, and they were tucked underneath, and they were all over the backyard, and we lost power. We didn't lose the cable, although we didn't have power, so I could have got a generator and got us. But it was late at night, so we didn't need it, and we had phone.
Yeah, we didn't get the generator out. Because I haven't gotten our dollies back, so we
could use our phone internet for just short. But so I heard,
and it was like 6 o'clock, so it was evening time anyway.
First off, I heard the trucks come, and it was just the tree guys that cut those trees back, which caused the problem to begin with, which it should have been cut a long time ago. But so they cut those back, and then I'm like, oh darn, And then we waited a couple hours more, like 2 hours, and then they got then they came. I went out and I watched them, and they parked the bucket truck right underneath my cable line.
I know.
And then, I saw him going up there, and he's moving it out of the way, so I knew he knew it was there. So I'm thinking, okay, they'll just kind of push it back or move the truck forward a little bit. No. Gets his cutters, cuts the cable.
Yeah.
So after he cut that, got out of there, we got power today. So as soon as I got power, I went back out, and since I have all kinds of cable stuff and everything, I put a splice in there to get by a couple hours.
Yeah.
But then so roughly, say around 7:30 last night, probably 8:30, 7:30, 8:30. Had power back at like 6, so 10 hours. Man, it seems like a lifetime.
It was a rough night.
And our dog. We're so dependent on our electronics now. It's like that's all.
You can't do nothing without your.
We have to talk to each other.
I know, we have to talk to each other and communicate. And it was hard on our dog because she's getting old and she can't handle the heat. So
and she needs that light, the little
light. And it was dark, so we would shine our flashlights around, and she was just freaked out about the whole incident.
It was getting hot, and all of us in bed, so I went out to the couch. And plus, I wanted to keep listen for if they came or not. So I'm out there on the couch, and I can hear you and Champ. You yelling at Champ, like, sit down, lie down, because she just pings at night. And then I thought, well, maybe because there's no light, she can't figure out how to get down off, because she's old, so we have steps for her to get down. And the light from the kitchen, we leave this little light on, and it's enough light for her. I think it was dark, so I grabbed the flashlight and just kind of like turned it on, And as soon as I turn it on, I hear bloom, bloom, bloom. And then she went out the doggy door and did her stuff. Still was pinging though. Was out, and
she
kept
rough.
on coming up to the couch, going, well, you know, what are you doing here? You know, let's all just go back to bed. So that was a crazy night, but we got through it.
We did. That's why I look really tired today.
Yeah, I know. I didn't sleep at all.
Yeah, we were up at 3.
Not good.
Till about 7:30, and then I finally went back to bed after I fixed breakfast at 8:30, and then anyway, it was rough.
But kudos to even though maybe that's just standard procedure. They're allowed to just cut things lower because they all share the same pole. They probably got the right. I don't know the not the right, but the
easement.
No, the priority. Power is priority over cable. So they were probably like, they don't want to mess around with time. So they just cut it. No big deal. They still did an excellent job.
And the cable company
got us
was
going.
quick.
And then, boy, yeah.
Because put it in at like 7.
Not like back in the 90s.
6:30.
You'd be down for like 3 or 4 days back then.
And they were out by 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
so.
super nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I offered to help. Gave him some water. You know, I felt bad. I don't know why I feel bad, but I'm like, I at least can help him. And I put up the ladder on my side. He used his ladder on his side, so it saved him some time. And super nice guy.
Good.
So
yeah.
So
good. We're back up and running.
Yep.
Working. Got electricity, so that's good.
All right.
Cool. So, the CV.
The CV.
We have 6,700,000.
I like to call it the COVID.
Okay. The CV.
So you call it CV, I call it the COVID.
Currently at 6,700,000 cases worldwide.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Expect that number to hit 7 million by Monday. So
we went over this a lot last week.
I know.
So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it.
I'm just saying.
I'm just going to tell you right now.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, all of a sudden Oklahoma's don't know how to recover as good. But I'm sure they're just not getting the data yet. Because we had a big day, like they just turned in 300 people got better in one day.
So what were our numbers today?
I didn't. Their app sucks. It usually updates at 11 or 11:20. I checked at 12. Nothing. But okay, we'll go from yesterday. 100 new cases. We've been right at 100 or under 100. It's not like 105 or 100. Like the other day, 102 with a 70 recovery. So with everything opening up and all the activity going on, which probably will take a little bit longer to find out that. Yeah. Anyways, but with all that, yeah, we're still every day. It's like 100. It's almost like the tests. They just put 100 in there.
That are positive.
Yeah, they just, you got it. You're asymptomatic. And then they turn you in and say, well, you tested positive. And as we know, some of the tests are.
Yeah.
Some people, didn't you tell me somebody went and tested, or was that somebody I knew on Facebook? They said they went in and tested positive, but then like the very next day they tested him again, and he was
negative.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But he had like probably allergies or something.
Yeah.
So just in case, he went in and got tested, and he thought it was weird, that. And so he wanted to be sure, so he went and got tested again, and
no.
Didn't have it. So
yeah, who knows? And so another week from now, it'll be interesting to see if new cases pop up in another week.
Like I said last time, Oklahomans are recovering pretty good.
Yeah,
way over 50%. Way almost 80% or better.
Yeah,
we're recovering. And man, the world is just, they get sick, but they can't pull out of it. They get sick.
They can't.
Nobody gets better. Yeah. So their numbers, I think, are all crap. But that's my opinion on that.
I just was giving a report about that. Yeah, let's move on.
All right.
Give me something else.
Yeah, we can talk about COVID probably for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. It's going to be the same.
It's going to be the same.
I'm going to give you the same opinion that I did. I'm talking to the mic down there, by the way. I don't know why, but I give you the same opinion I do every week. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is not very big news, but we ordered a mic to get your podcast. Yeah. Talking about mics.
Yeah, 2-day delivery.
2-day delivery.
In the States.
And then it says, American flag in the States, 2-day delivery. You know, I don't have to wait for it to come across the ocean or anything. So I'm like, oh, fantastic. So I buy that one. It's like $50 some. Yeah. Great price. So I get it. And then I look at it and it's like going to come in June, something. And I was like, what? So I spent a little bit more money, went to a more reputable eBayer and got a mic. So we had it in 2 days, but it's just funny.
Yeah, so it finally came. So how long did it take to get it?
A month, I don't know.
A month? Over a month? Yeah. To get it?
How long have you been doing your web?
About a month.
All right. So, well, that's how long. But that was mine.
That was yours?
That was mine. I thought it was. Okay. Anything you want to add?
No, I have nothing to add about the mic, except that we didn't get it put in here to do today. So
no, we'll get it.
We'll have to get it.
We're still using a different mic that should work just as... It should sound about the same. It should work both the same.
It'll be fine.
All right.
It's been fine. It's been great. So, we talked about how Trump came out and he said that churches were essential to open back up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right? So, California went to the Supreme Court with it, and the Supreme Court ruled 5-4 that in favor of the restrictions for the church gatherings.
Really?
Yes.
Even with everything,
with everything going on and people assembling everywhere,
are they going to arrest
churches in California? I guess will be closed still. So
I know, but are they going to?
The
arrest
Supreme
people?
Court is still not for us.
Do the police have time right now to?
I have no idea.
Or is that more horrible?
That's probably more horrible.
Is that more horrible?
It's probably more horrible
than burning down.
It's probably more horrible.
All right.
So, anyway, the Supreme Court did rule in their favor, so the Supreme Court is not on the side of the people, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I have nothing against people peacefully protesting.
Yeah, no.
I know, but I'm just saying, they're gathering in more than 10.
Groups of 10.
So,
yes.
Which I don't blame them at all.
There's lots of people out.
Let's keep it.
Let's put it out. There's lots of people out right now.
No rioting. Let's just keep peaceful protesting.
Cutting all that out.
Yeah. That's all I got. About that one.
Sure.
All right. Calm down. Okay. Are these small businesses the evil ones?
They are trying to make the small businesses out to be the evil ones.
I should rephrase it. Do the Democrats make the small business people out to be the evil ones? Because I'm thinking if they're trying to make us all more subservient to them, you get rid of the small guy.
Yeah.
You promote Amazon and Walmart and the big guys. And then they can control our food supplies.
They're getting rid of all the small businesses and only supporting and giving stimulus to the big corporations.
Boy, man,
they are nationalizing the big corporations by buying all their stock. So they will be merged. Companies will be merged with the government. So they will be government-owned companies now in the United States.
And I think we should keep an eye on that.
Yeah,
because I really feel...
the little guy is just out in the cold. Nobody cares.
Watch it. That's all I'm saying is... Yeah. I'm sure, necessities and stuff like that.
Small businesses made America great, and they
just want them...
out.
And they've been always fighting it. The downtown stores and everything... I've always been fighting.
Yep.
It just seems like everybody's out to get the small business guy here lately, and I think that's sad because, I would never start a small business right now. There's too much legal. You can get sued.
Those things close you down, obviously.
I could have it.
They can tell you can't work.
Just like the company I still, I guess, work for right now. Not too much longer, but poor guy. He's... just been doing nothing but growing this business his whole life, and in one day,
and it's down.
You can't work. Boom.
Can't work.
Done.
Can't work.
Just sad.
It is sad.
All right. That was mine.
So big news. I have a Twitter account. I am Simple Life Prepper on Twitter. So look me up, follow me on Twitter. Anyway, I don't know how to Twitter, so but we will see how that works out.
You're starting to become the interweb.
Oh, no. I also got an Instagram, but that's under my real name. I didn't create that one under Simple Life Prepper. Well, and I also have a Gmail account that's Simple Life Prepper. SimpleLifePrepper@gmail.com.
All right.
I created that too.
Good.
So I'm trying to build my business, and
you're watching the numbers a little bit way too early. You're getting a little bit down on yourself.
It's been a hard week. We'll get to that.
Okay. I'll save it. That's not part of those talking.
No.
Points. Okay.
No.
All right. Oh man, this is kind of deep state-ish, or not deep state-ish. Conspiracy
theories.
Conspiracy, a little bit, not too much. Just I want your take.
Okay, you tell me. I'll tell you my
your take a little bit since we live together.
Yeah.
But it's something to talk about. All right, depopulation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Guidestones out in Georgia. I don't know if anybody's aware. Google it. It's kind of interesting. It'll give you the 10 New World Order commandments on the Guidestones themselves. Yeah. But a guy named Robert C. Christian put up the Guidestones. Mm-hmm. No, he didn't. He just approached another guy.
He's the one that paid for them.
He paid for it all and everything. And so he's doing that. You know, there's theory, like some things, 2008, somebody defamed it in 2008 with paint and everything like that, saying that death to the New World Order. So there's some people that are like, I don't like these Guidestone things or whatever. And, you know, they want it to depopulate down. The main thing is 500 million people on Earth.
On Earth. That's going to be a big depopulation.
I think, you know, with the artificial intelligence, there's going to be robots. So just beware out there, people. This New World Order, they're wanting only 500 million people.
On the Earth.
All the rich people. Mm-hmm. And all the people that think that they're being taken care of by all of these people are going to be gone. I don't know how they'll do it, but they'll all be gone.
I'm hoping I get raptured.
I know.
Come, Lord Jesus.
But, you know, and there's all kind of rumors. Nobody really knows who. There's one guy I think that does know, but he's not saying who it is. But a lot of people say it might be Ted Turner, because he had a big rich and big depopulation, and of course you got to throw Bill Gates in there. I don't know if we're allowed to say any of those words, even if it's just what might be going on with this,
but
and what
BG
they're saying.
Wants to vaccinate people to depopulate.
Yeah. He's already. I mean, he came out and said he wants the depopulation.
I'm like, I don't know how making people more healthy depopulates the world.
We're gonna save people.
Watch that.
And cut the population at the same time.
Or
maybe he just wants
He is saying that people won't have as many children because they won't be worried about their children living, is what he's saying.
It's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Yes, it is.
But whatever. And then, it said the 500, and there's 10. So go look it up. I'm not going to go over all 10. It would take too long. But the other one I thought was weird was leave room for nature. Leave room for nature twice, on it. It's like leave room for nature, leave room for nature. Because, us humans are evil people, and we shouldn't even be on the planet.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, other than the people that just want to stay alive and have kumbaya and have free reign, because there'll only be 500 million people, is that, but they hate them. They hate us humans. We're terrible people.
Yeah, I know.
It's terrible. Okay.
I know.
What do you got? Anything else on that?
No, but I mean, God made the world for us.
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
I'm not too worried about it. What's going on? I mean, we just keep living the way the Bible tells us to live, and
pray,
and we'll be taken care of. That's people shouldn't be meddling around with worrying
in God's business.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm trying not to have a lot of kids or anything like that. Or I don't think that's wrong though. I'm just like I don't want to take care of them.
Well, our kids are all grown.
Yeah, they're all gone now. But it was a handful for me. It was. I mean, I loved it, but it was like, hey, I don't want to try to. I'm a screw up, so if I've got 5, I can even be a bigger screw up. So that's just my theory on that. All right.
Anyway, all right. So my turn.
Yep.
All right. So we talked about the storm already. Let's see. It's been a hard week.
Yes.
I've had a hard week.
That's
I've been
just
down.
the very next number one, kind of like what I did.
Yeah. We've been in lockdown.
Yep. Lockdown.
This is probably the 75th day that I've been in lockdown.
Yeah.
I know that number because I've been reading the Bible and I have a 90-day plan and I'm on day 75. So
Didn't get to finish out
my school year. Because they shut us down.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming, but
can't go visit family.
We didn't even get to say goodbye.
We can now.
But
it's been a long time.
Still have to be careful.
What else is got you down? Just people.
Just down. It's just been a hard week. It's been a hard week. So I am going to get motivated this next week.
All right. I know you got motivated today.
I'm going to put out some more videos this week. I'm going to try, I don't know, maybe just tweaking my channel, making sure it's a little bit more positive. I don't want to be negative.
Yeah.
And I felt like I did some videos that were more negative. I let my emotions rule me.
Well, you got to talk.
And
sometimes.
So I'm going to try to do a few prepping ones and maybe some ones that are more about being positive.
Yep.
And helping with your emotions and stuff. People need help with their emotions. And you can just be depressed
on me.
I'll just be depressed on Mark. No, I won't be. Most days I'm not.
No.
Most days I'm not.
It's just been 1 or 2 days where you were just...
It's been a hard week. It's been a really hard week.
It just has been a long year.
It has been.
And now I don't even know what's coming next.
So this week I only did two videos this week. Other than this one, I did what happened to the CV virus.
Yeah.
How come it's all of a sudden okay to
poof?
Yeah.
Oh, I put out. I was gonna say something, but I forgot while we were talking about that. Is I posted one thing on Facebook I thought was funny. It was like, and I was like, remember, you can only gather in groups of 10. Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But only 10 people
at a time.
And then I went, wait, never mind. That's just churches.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because some people can, some people can't. It's ridiculous.
There's some stuff happening in this world, and
they do not like the churches.
We're gonna have to stand strong. And then I did.
It's to save grandma, though.
It is.
Right.
The Democrat-Republican illusion.
Yeah.
That we have a choice in who we elect, or are they the same?
Only some people can kill grandma. Other people aren't.
Only certain people can kill grandma. Other people aren't. Okay, so that's all I have on that.
Yep. Got that one down. I only did about 8 because really there's not too much.
Because we're staying away from one subject, so.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that subject
last
week at length.
So
we'll leave that up to other people to
digest.
And take.
Mm-hmm. And do.
Well, I gave my opinions.
Yeah.
Last week. So if you want to know our opinions on that,
time will tell. We'll just have to see how everything plays out.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
All right. So my last one was one that you already
did.
SpaceX.
Okay.
So
I have one more.
All right.
Which is kind of on the whole subject that we're not talking about today.
Which we're talking about.
Yeah. So is different communities calling on the budgets of the police department to be cut.
They want to cut back on police right now.
And I don't know how that's going to make better cops when you cut their budget. I don't know how that's going to work. And we need a police force for law and order.
I mean, I don't like getting ticked.
And to help.
I haven't gotten
to
pulled
help
over
their communities
forever. But I mean, it's not my favorite thing
Yeah.
And then maybe for a day or two, I'm like, oh man, I was like going
Yeah,
5 miles over.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Why did they stop me?
Yeah, they could have just give me a warning and blah.
They said I wasn't wearing my seatbelt.
Yeah, I get mad.
Yeah,
You know, and then after a while, but then again, you know, I see them out there.
It keeps
all
the
the
rule
time.
and order. The other night,
if somebody
during
tries
the
to
storm.
break into something, or they, you know,
Yeah,
they go there. They
And
put
help
them.
out.
They put their lives on the line.
Yeah,
A lot.
yeah,
Not to mention just on even ambulance calls. Sometimes they're the first ones there.
yeah. Well, last night when the power went out, the lines were arcing against the trees.
Oh, I gotta look at the.
And they went flying down the road, like 3 of them, to go
Yeah.
be the first defense of,
Police first.
you know?
Keep people from touching the
Yeah,
power
the
lines.
power lines that were down
grief,
and
yeah.
everything else.
I mean-
So you get rid of police and law and order in our streets, and you're going to have the military for sure in our streets.
Well, they will become the
Yeah.
police.
Yeah,
But I guess maybe then the cities don't
I
have to
think
pay
not.
for police
I think they're
because
being
they're
tricked.
they're
I think they're
financially
being tricked.
strapped.
I think
So-
communities are being tricked into thinking they'll just get rid of police and nobody will be
And
police
it'll be
in the streets.
kumbaya.
But that won't happen.
Yeah.
It'll be the military. It could be the UN. So
Ooh,
something to
the
think
UN?
about.
You think the UN's gonna
hmm
step in?
They've
That
already
won't
told
fly.
Trump. They've
That
already
won't-
told Trump if
that
he
won't-
doesn't get
That
control
will not
that they're
fly
going
here
to-
in Oklahoma.
that they're going to step in.
No.
If
Well, here's the thing: they want to get rid of the police, which they were praising before, saying we need to get rid of all our guns. We provide the best protection for you, but yet
And
we just want to get
now-
rid of them,
Yes.
and we want your guns also.
Mhm.
So, no guns, no police, chaos. But-
Chaos. Total chaos. So anyway, that's about all I have to say about
Yeah,
that today.
that's-
I just want everybody to know that sometimes you're being tricked into wanting stuff.
Yep.
So
Yep.
anyway, you're not being told the whole story, and my mind can. I always
Yeah,
think
We
what's
always
gonna
are
happen
trying
next.
to. We're trying to guess what the next
What the next thing's going to be.
big thing is before November, because
Yeah.
it's a long way out till November. But I mean.
Mhm.
We could be totally wrong. It
Yeah.
could be the best times
And
to,
I
to
posted
November.
on my-
I doubt it, but maybe.
I
maybe.
posted on my Facebook,
Mhm.
Yellowstone erupts. Who had Yellowstone for June? You
yeah.
know.
Or
Yeah.
and there was an asteroid that just
Yeah.
whizzed by
Uh-huh.
us, so
Mhm.
it wasn't the
Yeah,
asteroid.
that's right.
So far, not Yellowstone.
I say EMP.
EMP.
I say I have said EMP was
They'll
hit
bring
this
back
year
COVID.
already before the COVID hit.
The COVID will come back.
I did not see the CV. I did not see a pandemic. I
That was
did
a-
not see
that
it.
was a
That was a good
brilliant.
one.
That was brilliant.
a good one.
Still
But-
don't know anybody that had. By the way, still don't know anybody personally.
But anyway,
with COVID-19.
so anyway, I
The
just
COVID.
I have EMP
Yeah,
For the
EMP.
fall.
I go with
right before winter.
the COVID comes back as mine.
Well,
I know
and
for
I think the COVID's gonna. I'm hoping schools will start, but I think they're gonna maybe have to close around
you
Thanksgiving.
can't do that.
Because
All
the
those
flu
kids
will
are gonna
come in.
rent apartments, haul all their furniture,
Well,
gather all back at school, and then they're gonna shut it down.
they're
they're
already
gonna have to-
saying
Get rid of their rent and their contract and
No.
go all back.
they're already saying they want those kids at school, even if they aren't able, even if they still have to do online learning. They want them at school.
Okay, man. What fun is that? Like these kids, hormones raging.
So they can have the experience, even if they
and
can't go to class.
they've been waiting their whole life to go to college and
Uh-huh.
have a blast.
Mhm.
And now you're going to tell them,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're
You
going to
can't.
have to stay in your little
Mhm.
cages. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
all right. Well,
All
that's
right.
all I got.
That's all I got. That's
Hope everybody has a
yep.
good weekend. Have some fun.
Have some
we
fun.
are. We're going to stop worrying about all this crap. A lot to worry about, but let's have some ice cream or something.
Yeah.
You know, just
Ooh,
relax.
ice I like that. So
I'm gonna work.
anyway,
on
I'm gonna
physique
be
here.
working on some videos this weekend and getting some stuff going.
All right.
So we will.
Sign off.
Yeah. So anyway, until next time, remember, keeping it simple is not the same as doing nothing.